Can TV's LOL Chicago, where you're seeing some of Chicago's best and brightest comedic stars on this stage. Without further delay, a big round of applause for your host this evening, Marz. Hey there, people. How goes it? 2019, right? Yeah! Woo! All right. I'd like to welcome you all to Can TV's LOL Chicago. I'm your host, Marz Timms, and this is our 4th episode. Let me hear for that. You guys are magnificent. Thank you all for coming out. Anyone make any good New Year's resolutions? Anybody? No? No one?
I did.
You did? All right. What was it?
To be better to myself this year than I was last year.
Be better to yourself this year than you were last year.
Praise God.
All right. Praise God. See, you said praise God. Now I can't say that. She threw that in there and just ruined it for me. I was like, I'm going to be better to myself this year too, which means masturbate more. And then she was like, praise God. And it was like, oh, guess I shouldn't say that. But weirdly enough, that's what I yell when I orgasm. Hey-oh! So we are going to get this show rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen, outside of that nastiness that I threw out there. We got a great show for you guys. We got a lot of funny comics here from Chicago. They are up-and-comers. They've been all over. So you guys are special, and you are in for a treat. Thank you all for being part of the studio audience. With that being said, you guys ready for your first comic to come on up? All right, this guy, I have the pleasure of performing with him around Chicago. He has performed at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Nick D.
Hey. Wow, how's it going? All right. Fantastic. I've actually been counting. This is real. Today is day 267 of being a dad. So, yeah, thank you. My kid's actually 13, so I've been very selective about this whole dad thing. Yeah. One of the comics asked me, she's like, hey, did you bring your baby to the studio? Did you bring her? I was like, no, I'm not going to bring my baby in here, all right? I got her out back, keeping an eye on the Subaru, so... I love that car, you know what I mean? It's my baby, so I don't know, it's weird. It's like my wife and I, we had a kid when we were a little older. We're 40. It's not old, it's not young though, you know what I mean? And we feel old now though that we had a kid, you know what I mean? So we started having sex in weird places. That's how we're compensating for it. Weirdest place we've had sex so far is the suburbs. Yeah, so much space. It's weird. Weirdest time we've had sex is after dinner. I don't know if you guys know about after dinner sex, but it's the worst, absolute worst kind of sex. It's that full belly sex. You ever do that? You're sweating and grunting like you have the flu. Feel like two hogs moving an armoire, you know? No, man. Cramping up like you're on mile 22 of the Chicago Marathon. It's miserable. It really is. I don't know why people make fun of marathoners either, okay? I ran a marathon in 3 hours. It took my wife 2 to have our baby. So, and she didn't have to wake up every Saturday morning to practice. You know what I mean? I don't know. Once you get to a certain age, I don't know if this has happened to anybody here, but once you get to a certain age, you start to hate groups of people you used to be a part of. I don't know if you guys know about this group of people, but I used to be a hardcore bro. If you don't know what a bro is, yeah, if you don't know what that is, it's a frat boy. If you don't know what a frat boy is, it's a douchebag. You guys know. I used to have a day in my life, this is real. I had a day in my life called Abs Day.
Okay.
If you don't know what Abs Day is,
Exercise.
it's where you go to the gym and you spend the whole time there wishing someone would love you. You don't need the latest ab fad. You need a hug from dad. That's really... Yeah, that's real. I kind of regret that guy, you know. I used to go to clubs to try to bang random girls. That's a fact of my life. But I'd also volunteer at homeless shelters to try to bang random girls. So this feels good. It's weird because, like, you know, 40s, you know, it's, again, not young, but I still have bro friends because it's really hard to make friends when you're 40, you know? So my friend Justin, he's still going strong. He loves being a bro, man. He's like a 1988 Honda Civic. He's not going to stop until he gets hit by a semi, all right? Give it up for the music, I guess. I don't think that was my time, but yeah. Oh man, I was telling you about my friend Justin before they were putting club music on for me. I think they wanted to see the old bro stuff. So no, it was weird. I mean, the guy he's still in that bro phase, man. He just loves taking his shirt off. He's one of those guys. He's like, oh, it's above freezing. Let's do this. Shirts and skins. I'm like, we're fishing. What are you doing? Loves it, man. His dream is to die from coming too hard. You guys know what I mean? Wants the recoil to kill him. I get, like, I'm one of those people that people love to tell me who I look like. I get all kinds of people. The guy that I get the most is Willem Dafoe. And if you don't know who Willem Dafoe is, he's the guy who played Green Goblin. Which is not a compliment. I had a woman, she was so excited to tell me. She goes, hey, you look like Willem Dafoe. But she could tell that I didn't like it because I growled at her. And so she goes, no, a young Willem Dafoe. She could have just been like, you look like a pterodactyl. No, a baby pterodactyl. My doctor told me I look like him, but he clarified why. He goes, because you got the sunken eyes and big forehead. I was like, oh, thanks, doc. It hurt my feelings because it's true. These things are way sunken in, man. We have a diverse lineup tonight. I'm the only reanimated corpse, so I look like you all will look after you've been dead for a week. Do you guys... The big forehead, that thing snuck up on me pretty quick, too. My hairline was not always where it is right now. It's just moving back at the same time. How did my eyes get below the center of my face? When I drive through Indiana, they want to put hell is real up there. Y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for having me.
Big round of applause for Nick. You gonna put a problem back there?
Oh, yes.
Oh, the answer is no.
Oh, okay, no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna keep this show rocking and rolling. Your next comedian coming up, she is a rising star in the Chicago comedy scene. She is doing big things. You all right there? What you doing? Tweeting, texting, sexting? Get my good side. I get a club pose. Or the hood pose, the you came to visit me while I was in jail pose. All right, after the show, we'll get some pictures. We'll get a big wicker chair out here and some like porcelain Black Panthers. We're gonna do it up West Side style. All right. West Side. All right, West Side. North Side. All right. Don't be hating. Kale salads and no parking. Oh, look at you. You super bougie then. She's like, I got a parking lot. All right, so like I said, coming to the stage, she's a very funny lady. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Emily Ogle.
What up, what up? Hell yeah, y'all gonna find out real quick. I am not from around here. Alright, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? So a little south, getting into it. It's pretty good though, so y'all doing all this gang shit. I don't know what's going on up here. I'll be watching what color I wear. For real, I don't even know what's going on, you know? Hell yeah. My mom's birthday was last week. She turned 61, right? I'm 23. So there's like, hell yeah, there's some differences with us. You know, one thing my mom loves to do, she loves to leave me voicemails. What fucks me up is she'll text me and be like, did you get my voicemail? I'll be like, hell no. So I call it, and it'd be like, no, voicemail from Mom on January 6th at 9:22 a.m. Beep. Hey, it's Mom. It's January 6th. It's 9:22 a.m. I don't know if you got my text. But you can call me back at 502-224-1211. I was messing with y'all. That was my number for the ladies. What's crazy is she be like, again, that number is 502-224-1211. Yeah, that's my real number for real. I'm hoping one day I just have to change it. I'm just like, it's just too much. I had to change it. Had it since 6th grade. Yeah. My mom, she's very cheap. You know, like she raised us very cheap. Like, I take the Greyhound back and forth. The other day, she was like, can you get a promo for that? I'm like, Mom, it's the Greyhound. You know, like, what? That is the promo, Mom. She, like, growing up, like, she loved to take us, like, she loves yard sales. She still does. Now she's, like, losing it, so she buys just, like, knickknacks to just set around the house. Like, and my dad, too. And the other day, he was like, hey, Em, look at this. It was an empty oil tin. It had nothing in it. Y'all, they don't make them like this no more. 10 cents. My mom was like, hey, Em, look at this. It was a wooden frog, right? And you took the stick out of its mouth and you brush the back of it, and it'll make the sound of a frog. So I'm like brushing, it's like, or whatever. She's like, 25 cents, put it back where you found it, you know? But like growing up, I love yard sales. That was the one place I could get something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, Mom, can I get this toy? She took it as like a challenge. She was like, yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this, your brother's jeans, and it's George Foreman for $3. My mom's a very big couponer. What she does on Sundays, sits, has coffee, cuts out frickin' coupons. My mom had 3 wallets growing up, right? One was for food coupons, one was for grocery coupons, the other one had like $3 in it, I'm not sure. And we go out to eat, she'd be like, y'all pick out the coupon book what we finna eat, you know? White Castle, they got the 10 for $3.99 always, you know? McDonald's when it got tricky, because at the bottom of the coupons it says limit 1 coupon per customer. My mama would drive into the drive-thru, hand out the coupons, be like, y'all get out, run in there. Don't act like y'all know each other, don't talk to each other. Or you ain't eating today. I'll meet y'all around, I gotta go through the drive-thru with mine. I'm like inside, I'm young as hell. It's like, this is before doing crosswords and shit. Don't fucking talk to me, you know what I mean? I was in town for the holidays, and there's a store, Victoria's Secret, right? And where I'm from, like, if you have Victoria's Secret, like, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a mortgage, I don't know what's going on, right? And I'm walking by, and there's this bra on it, and it says the struggle's real. I was like, cute, it's a sports ball, don't judge me, you know? So I look at the price tag, $60, ma'am. I'm like, goddamn. That's not something you write on a $60 bra. You know what I'm saying? Like the struggle's real, something you write on like a check, you know, is about to get returned. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a steak and shake application. Why do you want to work for us? The struggle's real. I don't know if y'all can see me, but I've been caught stealing a couple times in my life, and they take you to the back and you have to write a statement. You know, why'd you do it? Struggle's real. Okay. Appreciate y'all time.
Keep it going. Make some more noise for Emily Ogle. I told y'all, they're the truth, these comics. Come out to the shows. All right, straight, ladies and gentlemen, this dude, I've been following him for a long time. Very funny man, and he knows how to dress. I see him, you follow him on Instagram and everywhere. He knows how to dress and how to pose. You want to talk about some poses, you check him out on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, Marvin D. Phipps.
What up, people? What up? Chilling. I'm so happy it's 2019. 2018 is over. Had a lot of things going on. 2018 was a bad year for me. I was diagnosed with child support and just been affecting my spending habits and really done set me back. And you gotta learn how to deal with that. It came settled, and I just wasn't ready. This actually is my week that I have my children. I got them now. They're in the car waiting on me. So the main thing is I have them with me all the time, and just enjoying 2019. This year, I'm gonna lose weight. Last year, I gained a few pounds, and this year, I'm trying to lose like 30 to 40 pounds by Saturday. But the main thing, I'm getting married, you know, so I gotta lose weight. And you don't notice how much weight you gain till you're out of town. I'm born and raised in Chicago. We got the best food in the country in Chicago, but it wasn't until I was in Miami on South Beach when God whispered to me, you know your body ain't made for this beach, right? I'm the only person on the beach with stuff like this on in the water. But this is how we dress in Chicago. So I'd be damned if I was gonna take my fur off in the water. And but I blame the food in Chicago. I travel, I do comedy a lot, and I blame the food here. You know, Chicago got a lot of great food. We got mild sauce, we got lemon pepper. That's some Chicago stuff. I'm telling. Only in Chicago you can go to a gas station and get the best Italian beef you ever had in your life from a gas station. That's why everybody's fat in Chicago. Everybody. Our homeless people is out of shape. How are you homeless and you're fat? Like, what? I don't get it. Our stray cats is fat. Like squirrels. It's the food. I'm telling you, like, only in Chicago you can get gyro meat on anything, like anything you want. It's terrible. It's our food, I'm telling you, like, and I blame places like Aldi's. Yes. Aldi's been selling us terrible food for the last 40 years. But I'm gonna tell you why it works. Aldi sell the best, nastiest food ever. Because it's good and nasty. You ever had something so nasty, but it's so cheap, it make it taste decent? Like Aldi sell these nasty pizza rolls, but they so cheap, you start eating them. You're like, okay, Aldi's, these are decent, all right. Okay, give me 6 bags of these nasty ass pizza rolls. Disgusting, but they so cheap, they like 20 cents a bag. You like, give them to the kids. Aldi's is notorious, like they got these white iced oatmeal cookies. They got white icing on them. They're terrible, but then you start chewing them, you're like, okay, Aldi's, I see y'all, I see. Terrible. My favorite thing buying from Aldi's is they pop, they sodas. Oh my God, they so generic, so phony. Whatever the flavor, that's the name. Grape. Lemon lime. Aldi don't give a damn what they name their products. They just don't. All the cereal, Aldi's ending dots. Lemon dots, Rice Krispie dots. All these pops so strong. You ever drunk a pop so strong, you gotta chase it with a real pop? You be like, pass me that Pepsi. I done drunk this Dr. Skipper. A Dr. Skipper is the strongest thing next to Hennessy. I'm telling you. It's so strong. Ladies, if you ever get into it with your guy, give him a hot pop from Aldi's. Give him a hot Mount Rush. I'm telling you, somebody just told me in the back, oh, you smell nice. What cologne is that? I said, this is Dr. Skipper. It's cologne. You can clean with it. I'm really trying to lose weight. I'm telling you, I've been going to Subway. Let me tell y'all, Subway are some liars, okay? They tell you if you eat their subs, you're gonna lose weight. That is a damn lie. I've been going to Subway the last 6 months, getting the same sandwich every day. Turkey on wheat, no mayo, no cheese, 6 cookies. I never lost a pound. I'm like, you guys are lying. This shit don't work. Because I'm going to be honest, if Subway don't got no cookies, I'm not buying the sandwich. The sandwich is to throw off my cookie order. So based on how many cookies I get, the bigger the sandwich I get. So if you don't, so now I just go in the Subway, you say, you know what, give me 8 cookies on wheat, forget the meat. Just put the lettuce on top of the cookies, man. Tired of Subway. I had to write a letter. I had to write Subway a letter. And it went like this: Dear Subway, can you guys please start putting chicken noodles in your chicken noodle soup, please? Because it's just hot water. They don't have no noodles, no chicken. Tired, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm born and raised in Chicago, from the South Side. Everything yes, South Side in the house. Yes, everything you guys hear about the South Side is true. We have a lot of fun, and I'm glad for comedy because it keeps me out of breaking in people's cars. But the main thing, just playing, I don't do that. I have fun, and I'm telling you, man, this year is going to be my year that I finally lose this weight, because last year I lost weight, but I got extremely arrogant. I got arrogant, like I lost 60 pounds. I was in church with no shirt on. I'm wearing tank tops. My body was greasy. I stopped talking to big people. I ain't speak to my mother in months. I was just on it. So now I'm so humble now. I woke up big. I'm just like, come here. I hug all big people. I'm having fun. You gotta have fun, man. This is a great crowd, man. And this is my first TV appearance. And by this, yes, my first time being on TV. And by this being on Can TV, it's just like nobody's going to see it. So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Keep it going for my man Marz Tim. Keep it going.
One more time for Marvin D. Phipps, ladies and gentlemen. He named every single Aldi Pop on the show, didn't he? That's a connoisseur right there. You know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she is from my side of the city, the West Side. She recently retired. Put your hands together for a Chicago comedy legend, Chevy Debbie.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all give it up for Marz Tim, y'all. Marz is fine as hell. He just needs to get a little flavor saver for up here, you know what I'm saying? But like Marz say, I'm from the West Side. You know, actually, I'm a Forest Park native, you know. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. The Forest Park police are some of the pettiest police in the world, you hear me? The other day, they pulled me over, they say, Miss, why are you driving on the sidewalk? I said, officer, I'm too drunk to drive in the street. I don't want to get a DUI. And you know, like Marz say, I just retired, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hear my retirement speech? Yeah. thank you, child support. For these last 25 years, I never could have made it without the person that's the head of my life. And that's my weed lady, Joanne, y'all. Y'all give it up for Joanne one time. Never could have made it. Oh, what? You know, I really try to make my comedy about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But it's the sex I don't have and the drug Vicodin I take for the pain in my knee. It make me rock till I roll up and go to sleep. But I went to the doctor about the pain in my knee. You know the doctor can always find something wrong with you, can't he? He gonna tell me my vitamin D was low. I said, I know it is, cause I ain't getting none. No D-I-C-K for me. So he asked me to touch my toes. So I did with my titties. And I rolled them up like joints and I made them look like blunts, okay? And then I had told the doctor, I said, Doctor, I've been suffering from this thing called EBS. And the doctor looked at me and he scratched his head. He said, well, what is that? Some of y'all don't even know it. It's called empty bed syndrome, where you sleep by yourself every night. So he asked me how did I get it. I said I had got an STD. Yeah, I stopped teasing dicks, doctor, and they just don't come home with you no more, okay? And, you know, I like to talk about when I was in my 20s. Yeah, it was 40 years ago. But I was the shit back then. I mean, I ain't too bad now. And I walked in the bar, and the guy grabbed me from behind. He said, come here, baby, let me pull you up. And I turned around, his breath was hotter than my pussy. I kept on walking, and the next guy, he say, damn, baby, what's the name of that cologne you got on? I said, I'm sorry, sir, you can't buy this from the store. This the juice from my Gucci, and I slapped it on his neck. That man been wearing that fragrance for the last 40 years, y'all. So the next guy, he looked at me, he said, damn, baby, I know you tired because you've been running through my head all day. So I just looked at him because that was some of the corniest stuff I'd ever heard, right? But he turned out to be cool as hell, y'all. You know how y'all young people turn up? We was setting up back then. That's a pint of gin and a bowl of ice, okay? And you know when you drink gin, they say make you sin, and the sin part is the, you know, the sexing, right? So I had me a couple of shots, so, you know, playing that house music, I wanted to shake my booty, bro. I was shaking my booty. Next thing I know, I was shaking it. I was shaking. So the guy looked at me and said, damn, man, do fries come with that shake? Now he drunk and getting on my nerve, y'all. So he looks at me and said, baby, you so fine, I'll drink your bath water. I said, go right ahead, cause I peed in it. I forget y'all, we've been together for 30 years. The moral of my story, girl, put a little pee in that water. All right, this is a joke, I don't do it no more. But y'all know Christmas and Thanksgiving just passed up. Ain't that everybody's favorite holiday? Yeah. Mine's too, y'all. You know, but I went to the tattoo artist and I told him, I said, Mr. Tattoo Artist, sir, could you put me a turkey with all the trimming on my left inner thigh? I said, but on my right inner thigh, I want you to put me a Christmas tree with all the trimming. Y'all, he did. And he just stepped back and he looked. He said, you know what, Miss Chevy? He said, I never question people about where they get their tattoos and why. He said, but it's puzzling me. Why would you get a turkey right here and a Christmas tree right here? I said, for one reason. I'm tired of my old man saying there's nothing good to eat between Thanksgiving and Christmas, y'all. Oh, Lord, y'all laughing at my nasty jokes. All right, before I get up out of here, y'all, this is gonna be my going away joke. Y'all like going away jokes? Y'all give it up for me one time, y'all. I'm a survivor of the Big C. I'm a survivor of the Big C, y'all. Cocaine, all right? And in the words of Whitney Houston, may she rest in peace. Remember, people, crack is whack, y'all. And that's my time, y'all. I'm Chevy Debbie.
On our way out already. That's right. That's celebrity status right there. Stick around after the show if you want to take pictures with some comedians. They love to take pictures with you guys, so stick around and do that. Uh-oh, somebody had an alarm going off. Take your medication. Yeah. It's that 8 o'clock medication time right there. All right, I'll give you a second. But you need some water or something? You got some water too. Look, I hit the nail right on the head. All right, I'm gonna introduce this next comedian. He's gonna make you laugh and spit that pill right back up. So, he is coming to you. He is from the Chicagoland area, the far west suburbs, Aurora. Ladies and gentlemen, I've known him for a long time. We've done many shows together. Big round of applause for Matt Drufke.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is what the suburbs looks like, huh? Just me and a lot of guys that look like me is what it is. I like traveling for comedy. Last December, I was in Lamoille, Illinois doing comedy. My career sucks. If you've never been to Lamoille, I hadn't either. Here's how you get there. From here, you have on 290, you go west, take that to 90, you go west, take that to 39, you go south, till you get sad. You're in Lamoille. You're right there. You're right there. Yeah, when your GPS is like, I need a drink, you're there. Right. I did a Christmas party for the Lions Club. I don't know. The Lions Club, it's that group where it's like, all the like they raise money for the community, they stand on the street corners, they wear orange vests, they try to pay me in hard candy. And I knew nothing about Lamoille going in. I knew I drove a real long way to get there, and I'm somewhere in central Illinois. So I looked up Lamoille on the internet. Wikipedia told me two things. One, second biggest town in its county has a population of 722. Second thing is the census breaks it down by ethnicity, so a lot of white people in Lamoille. And it gets farther and farther, the percentage of African Americans. Percentage of African Americans in Lamoille, Illinois is 0.12 of 1%. And if you take that into 722, you get this number. 1.004, which is a weird amount of people. So we rounded up. How was there one black person at a time? Was he driving to St. Louis? They were like, take his keys, like I know. And I didn't know, so I just yelled about it, because I wanted to see what was going on, till this 70-year-old lion, right where you are, friend, just stood up and was like, oh, you mean Tim. So they know the guy by name. P.S. It kind of sucks to be Tim, right? Like, only black guy. I just imagine there are a lot of white farmers, maybe racist farmers, waiting for Tim to screw up or have a bad day or cut someone off in traffic, so they'd be like, blacks in this town. They come in here, they take our job. Sleep with our women, they said Karen. What is a Tim to do? I've lost a little weight. I'm about 20 pounds down. I know, it's much more to go. I learned that barbecue sauce is not part of the food pyramid, so that's good for me. The doctor looked at my blood work and she tried to scare me. She was like, Matt, if you keep eating like this, you are going to get a fatty liver. And I said, oh, that sounds delicious. And part of it is because I got remarried. I got married in August, which is great. Yeah, I love my wife. She's beautiful and wonderful. She's smarter than me, and she's so sweet. And like, she's seen my demons, and she's like, I will help you fight those. And she's seen my parts, and she's like, those should fit. Like, it's a wonderful, it's a wonderful thing. And I'm trying to be a better husband than I was. This is my second marriage. I'm trying to be better than I was the first time. Because I'll say this. First marriage didn't go great, and a lot of that's on me, and I know that like it would be just easy for me to get up here, talk about my ex-wife, because she's not here, and you guys kind of like me. Like, I understand. But here's the main thing I want to take away. And this is a message, because you have to do little things. They're important. Like, and I'm trying to get better. I had a hard time buying presents. I don't know how to get someone a gift they like. And this is a public service announcement for the women in the audience, and there are so many of you here, and you look very beautiful. Thank you for coming. And if you're a woman in this audience, and you have a boyfriend, or a husband, or a chew toy, or whatever, and you have a man who's buying you presents you don't like, women, it's your fault. It's your fault. Get better at it. Because look, I see you looking at me, miss. But here's the thing. Men are kind creatures with rocks for brains. We want to get you something you like. Just tell us what you want and let us buy it for you. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy, right? I was married before for 7 years. We were together like 5 before that. And anytime a holiday would come up, I'd be like, what do you want? And she would say, no, get a gift from your heart. I'm like, my heart is covered in Cheetos and failure. I don't know what you expect. I'll tell you about, this is the last present I ever tried to buy my ex-wife. It was for our 7-year wedding anniversary. We knew we were splitting up, but like, we still had this anniversary, and I wanted to get her something she liked once. Do it right one time. So I took all the money I had, I went to Jared, the jewelry store, not the sandwich guy, right? And I say that for 2 reasons. One, because to have you know I'm not a total idiot, and 2, because he had not done any of that stuff when I wrote this joke. I'm not gonna let him ruin the joke. I had never been into a Jared before. Like, they treat you so nice, right? I walk in, immediately they hand me a bottle of water. They take my kid away to this play area. There's a box of umbrellas by the door at every Jared with a sign that says, welcome to Jared. If it's raining, take an umbrella. Bring it back next time. We're Jared. They sit me down in this like leather chair. They give me a second bottle of water. I hadn't opened the first. They start showing me all this jewelry. Then they start showing me prices. Then I remember I do this for money. My ex-wife did not like her gift. It was 2 bottles of water and 4 umbrellas. I was like, I went to Jared, you know. Hey, thank you so much. You got, oh. All right.
Another big round of applause for Matt Drufke. Waving at everybody, very nice, very kind. Sir, I like your style. You look like a hipster Black Panther. Right there. Not you, white guy, the guy behind you. You would be a hipster Black Panther. That would be like, hey everybody, down with Whitey. The suave looking dude behind you. Cool, great, I pointed you out, and look at y'all, very nice looking couple. That sounds like I'm politicking for a threesome, doesn't it? That's why I do this. Any couples looking for a third? Horrible. All right, are you guys ready for your headliner? He has been on HBO. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a Chicago product from the South Side. Big round of applause for Joey Villagomez.
Hey, keep it going for Marz, man. One more time for Marz. Yeah. Give it up for Chevy Debbie, man. I'm partnering with Chevy tonight, man. In my Chevy Malibu, 1998 Malibu. It's gonna break down on us tonight. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Hey, Happy New Year, guys. I got a daughter who's turning 20 years old next week. Give it up for her. 20 years old, man. Yeah, I know you're looking at me like I'm young, but look, I'm Mexican. I was 12 when this shit went down, right? It wasn't my fault, it was my dad's fault. It was my 12th birthday. He came home drunk from the bar with a girl. I'm like, here you go, mijo, happy birthday. I found her at the cantina. You got 30 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, now I got a baby. I'm just kidding, guys. That is a joke, all right? I was 17 when he did that. All right? It's weird having a 19-year-old, because, like, we're cool. We got a real cool relationship. Like, I don't drink a lot, but I do smoke weed, right? And now she knows, because I forgot she followed me on Instagram, so now she knows I smoke weed. Block your kids if they're on Instagram right now. Because I was in California, and we're smoking, like, a blunt with a famous comedian, and he puts it on Instagram and tags me. And my daughter liked it. I'm like, oh, shit, how am I going to explain that when I get home, right? So I get home from California. She's at home working on she goes to college. She goes to UIC. She's working on a project with her best friend Joshua, who's a film student at Columbia College, right? So I walk in and she's like, I saw your picture. So immediately I had to get into the little speech, right? I'm like, look, weed cures cancer. The Constitution was written on hemp paper. I had to do all that shit, you know? Turns out her friend Joshua sells some of the best weed I have ever smoked in my life. Like, I like this kid. He's all responsible and shit. He got a Chase bank account. I could quick pay him. You ever do that to the weed man? You ever quick pay the weed guy? That shit is awesome, man. Like, I don't even got to see him, right? So It's cool, man. Like growing up in Chicago, trying to raise kids, man. It's because these kids are horrible, right? Like I don't like holidays too much. Like I hate Halloween. I fucking hate Halloween for real. Because I didn't get to celebrate it as a kid. I grew up in back of the yards. It was always dangerous. You know what I mean? For real. Once the sun went down, my mom's like, "You ain't eating no candy. You're eating tortillas all night." All right? I'm like, fuck, man. I put sugar on the tortillas. Don't worry about it. I'm like, God damn. All right. So my dad used to take us out to the suburbs, right? For real. He used to be like, "Jump in the car. Where we going?" Like, we're going to Naperville. Mijo, they got good stuff out there. So when my kids started getting a little bigger, I would take them out to the suburbs. Take your kids out to the suburbs on Halloween. You get cool shit out there, for real. I took my kids out to St. Charles once on Halloween. I got a brand new futon on Halloween, brand new. Nobody even slept in this thing, man. For real, we're like, trick or treat. He's like, "Are you guys Mexican?" And we're like, "Yeah, why?" He's like, "We're gonna throw this futon out. You want it?" We're like, "Fuck yeah, we'll take it." Shit. Mexicans love used furniture. You crazy? For real, me and my wife are carrying a futon through St. Charles, right? I'm in a Batman costume. I'm yelling at the kids, like, "Keep trick or treating. I'm gonna tie this to the top of the car. Give me your shoelaces. Hurry up." Brought a futon on I-55. Fuck that. And you know, sometimes my wife is like, "Why don't we buy candy and give out candy to these kids?" Not these badass kids in the neighborhood. These are the same kids that are breaking windows, spray painting gang signs on my garage. Now you want to come and ask me for candy like I don't recognize you, right? Trying to be all low-key, like, "Trick or treat. You ain't SpongeBob. Wow, you broke my window last week." Fuck you, bro. These kids are horrible, man. Look, this is not a joke. I love Chinese food. You guys like Chinese food? When you order Chinese food for delivery, don't they give you a lot of soy sauce packages? Yeah. Right? The whole bottom of the bag is full of soy sauce packages, right? This is not a joke. For 2 Halloweens, I gave these punk-ass kids soy sauce packages. I really did this, man, for real. I put it in a big pumpkin bowl, too, right? And my wife is like, "You're mean." I'm like, "Fuck these kids. They're getting sodium today." Try it. It's hilarious. Just open the door real quick. Be like, "Soy sauce, soy sauce, soy sauce." And then you slam the door on it. I had to stop doing it, though, because there's one kid on my block. He's crazy. He's in 1st grade. He's in a gang. I'm scared of him. I don't fuck with him, right? Whole family's in a gang. You want to fight him? The grandma, everybody wants to fight, right? You know, families like that are crazy, right? So I didn't know it was him. He had a costume on. So he came to the door. He's like, "Trick or treat." And I put soy sauce in his bag. And when I went to slam the door, he put his foot in the door. And he took his mask off. He scared the shit out of me, man, for real. He's like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "Oh, man, I didn't know it was you. If I known it was you, I would have made you a sandwich or something. Chill out, right?" He said that I disrespected him by putting soy sauce in his bag. That's what he said. He's like, "How you gonna disrespect me, bro? It's Halloween. Where's the sweet stuff at?" I'm like, "All right, here's some sweet and sour packages. I got a lot of that, too. Take this fortune cookie. Get the fuck off my porch." Wow. He broke my window that night, little punk. I hate these kids, man. That's the thing, like now me having kids, I just raised my kids the opposite of how my father raised me, you know what I mean? I got one of them crazy Mexican dads, man. Like, when me and my brother were like 10 years old, he used to make us light his cigarettes up on the stove. A lot of old Mexican dads would do this, for real. Like, he's sitting there watching TV, he'll pull out a cigarette and be like, "Hey, mijo, go turn it on the stove," right? And me and my little brother are fighting like, "I got this." He told me to do it, bro. By the time we give it to him, it's like this big, right? I'm 9 years old at school with a smoking problem, for real. I'm on the playground like, "Man, I wish I had a square right now." Like, "Why you talking like that?" "And fucking Winstons are tough on the throat." Father was crazy like that, man. Like, I remember once, like, he made my lunchbox, right? I was like in 1st grade. He wakes me up, he's like, "Here you go, mijo. Here's your lunchbox." I'm like, "Oh shit, he made my lunch, right?" I should have checked it before I went to school. Because I get to school, it's lunchtime, I open up my lunchbox, I take out my sandwich, my apple, and a Budweiser. He put a Budweiser in there, like just to be funny. And I got them kind of friends where, like, when I pulled it out, they were like, "Man, bust that shit open, bro. Let's take some sips," right? So we taking sips in the lunchroom. I get caught, I get suspended. I come home crying like, "Pa, you put a fucking beer in my lunchbox." He was laughing like, "Ha, I'm sorry, mijo. I was hungover and I drank all the juices. I'm sorry." "Tell your ma we need more Capri Suns when she goes to Food for Less." I'm like, "All right, cool." Crazy pops. Yeah, I've been married for 20 years too, man. Give it up for that. 20 years I've been married. It's been rough, man. To the same crazy Latina, you know. Latinas like to fight, man, for real. She was rough. Because we grew up on the South Side. We had a baby at a young age, right? And then, her dad, she's Mexican. She was born in Mexico, so her dad came up to me like, you better marry her, cabron. And I was like, yo, you got that El Chapo mustache, so yeah, I'm gonna marry her, man. So I don't want to die and shit, you know what I mean? So, she had these wedding dreams. She's like, I want a big wedding. I'm like, I work at Chuck E. Cheese. I make $90 every 2 weeks. We're not gonna have a big wedding. She's like, I want food, I want music. I'm like, I'm gonna ask the manager for the back room, come with the pizza, come with music, all that shit. So we decided to get married, right? And we were in love, had a baby. We went to City Hall. Anybody here get married at City Hall? Oh, yeah. It was $10. I didn't even know it was that cheap. Because I remember that morning, it was $19.99. I went to the bank, I took out $40. And I'm like, if this shit costs more than $40, we ain't getting married today. Because I got $42.50 in the bank right now, right? So I go down to City Hall. We go down to the basement where you get your marriage license. My friend Ernie was working there, this dude I went to high school with. Right, I haven't seen him in a couple years. So he got excited. He's like, oh shit, what's up, Joey? I'm like, what's up, Ernie? How you been, man? He's like, what you need, bro? I'm like, I need a marriage, man. How much are they, man? He's like, them shit's just $10. I'm like, fuck it. Let me get one of those real quick. Right? You got to pull out that money, right? So I pulled out 2 20s. I'm like, damn, I got enough for 4 marriages. He was like, hell yeah, bro, just in case this one don't work out, right? So then I was like, yo, how much are the divorces? Let me put one on layaway, man. Put $5 on a divorce, man. Just in case. I was young, She likes to fight, though. I couldn't take her to too many parties, man. Because anybody here party with Latinas? They like to fight, right? Get a little drink. They're ready to throw down. The smaller, the rougher, right? It's crazy. We're the 2 smallest people at the party. She's talking shit to everybody. I'm like, would you shut the fuck up? Like, I'm gonna get both of our asses whooped in here, right? Like, I'm gonna have to put you on my shoulders, and we have to run the fuck out of here. Oh, like shit. Because, like, Latinas, when they get all sexy, they think the other women at the party are trying to compete with them. Like, we walk into a party, she'd be like, look at all these bitches hating on me. I'm like, they don't even know you. This is way before Facebook. They have no clue who the hell you are. This bitch got on the same dress I got on. I'm like, Kmart got like 50 of those dresses. Like, quit talking shit, right? And then when she gets drunk, forget it. She don't like when people are staring in her direction, right? I go to the bar to get a drink. I come back. She's leaning on the wall, messed up. And I'm like, you okay? She's like, these bitches keep staring at me. Why they keep staring at me? I'm like, because you just threw up in the corner. That's why they staring at you. I'll fuck them all up. I'm like, I'm going to wait for you in the car, man. You crazy, man. My mom told me to stay away from me. I should have listened, man. But she got my back, though, because she's, that little fighting edge, she got my back. I got pulled over with her once. It was like our second date. I got pulled over. My license was suspended. I didn't want to tell her. I knew it was, but it was our date. It was a, second date, right? So on the way home, I get pulled over on 48th and Ashland, right? And it's like 1 in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, man, I got my light. I'm about to go to jail, right? Like, this is our second date. So this is before cops used to get buck wild and start shooting. You can still step out of the car back in the day, right? So I got out of the car, I'm like, yo, officer, like, can I talk to you? He's like, what do you want? I'm like, look, this is our second date. I like her a lot. My license might be suspended, but just letting you know, man, this is our second date. I like her a lot, right? He's like, well, I gotta run it, all right? He's like, if it's suspended, I gotta take you in. I'm like, all right, cool. So I was like leaning on the back of the car praying and shit, like, come on, man, right? So he goes, checks it, he comes back, and he's like, yup, it's suspended, I gotta take you in. So he handcuffs me, and she saw that in the side view mirror, and you just see the fucking door fly open, like, bow, right? And I'm like, oh shit, she's about to like snap on me. I thought she was mad at me. She went off on the police officer. First she's like, why you harassing him? He didn't even do nothing. I'm like, look, baby, everything's cool, right? Like, I was starting to fall in love with her a little bit. I'm like, this was feisty. He didn't even do shit. We're just trying to go home. I'm like, man, I'm gonna give her my mom's tamale recipe. I like this one. But then she goes, fuck the police. I'm like, no. I only have enough bail money for one of us. Get back in the car. So 2 days later, I went to go see her at Cook County Jail, man. She wasn't even that mad. She's like, you came to see me and shit. Hey, look, before I get out of here, look, I don't get too political with stand-up, with the Donald Trump stuff and everything, but it was weird, because my wife was born in Mexico, and this is the first time I ever seen, like Mexican family members, like, freak the fuck out, right? Like, my cousin that lives in the basement, my cousin Cano, look, he's not supposed to be here. None of you know my address anyway, so you can't snitch on me anyway. It's cool. But when Donald Trump won, he was tripping. He's like, man, bro, they're gonna send me back, bro. They're gonna send me back. I'm like, they don't even know you here. You ain't got no job or nothing. Shut up, man. Go back downstairs and watch Judge Judy, motherfucker. Straight up, bro, they don't know me. All right, cool, right? He just went back downstairs. But then my wife started freaking out when he won. My wife started freaking out. She was like, "They're gonna send me back, bro." I'm like, "You've been hanging out with Cano too much." But she did freak out when Donald Trump signed that executive order where he banned Muslims from coming back into the country. That's when she freaked out, because she was like, "Man, what if this dude signs an executive order tomorrow where our marriage license ain't valid no more, and I gotta go back to Mexico?" And after being married for 19 years, I was like, "Shit, well then you gotta go back to Mexico. What you want me to do?" Right? Like, I love you, but if he shows up, I can't be like, "No." I'm gonna be like, "She's in the bathroom, yo. She's in the bathroom." I ain't trying to go to jail, shit. She's like, "You're mean." I'm like, "Relax, they got Wi-Fi in Mexico now. We can FaceTime. Chill out." Hey, you guys were awesome. I'm Joey Villagomez. Thank you very much. Keep it going for your host, Marz. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out to episode 4 of Can TV's LOL Chicago. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Keep that applause going. We had Nick D. We had Emily. We had Matt Drufke. We had, oh my God, we had Chevy Debbie. We had Marvin Phipps, and Joey Villagomez. I was your host, Marz Timms. If you want to be a part of the show, just RSVP at CanTV, RSVP at cantv.org. You can be a part of our February show. That's going to be February 11th. That's a Monday at 7:30. So RSVP, get your seats now, because we got a great full house in here, and we're going to take as many people as we possibly can. So we're keeping this going with your love and support for Chicago comedy. One more big round of applause for everybody in the control room. Your camera people, your sound people. You guys have a happy 2019. Thank you all for coming out.